Welcome back. Today I'm sharing how to make this really delicious fudge ripple cake. So I'm starting off with some buttercream on my cake base just to keep those layers in place as we assemble the cake. This cake is made with my marble cake recipe, which is simply amazing. It even has a fudge ripple that runs throughout the layers. It's up on Chelsweets.com and I'll include the link in the video description below. I'm frosting this cake with some chocolate American buttercream, and I'm adding a chocolate ganache drizzle just to take it over the top. I decided to swirl it around as well just for fun as I was decorating this, but you definitely don't have to do that. So as you can see, this cake is pretty big. These are 8-inch cake layers, and this cake feeds at least 25 people, so be sure that you're having a lot of friends and family over or that you have people around to help you enjoy it. But don't worry, if you want to make a smaller version of this cake or you want to use 6-inch cake layers, you can definitely half my recipe and use it to make 3 6-inch cake layers, and that cake would feed about 12 people. The best part about the chocolate ganache that I'm adding between the layers is that if you want to decorate this cake as a drip cake, you can use it to create chocolate drips. It really just comes down to the temperature the ganache is at. So mine's a little bit warmer right now for the filling, but you could definitely let it cool down and add it to the sides. So once all of my cake layers were stacked, I began to work that overhanging frosting around the sides of the cake to make sure that it's completely covered. And I think as most of you know, this is just our crumb coat, and it's that first thin layer of frosting that helps trap in crumbs to make sure that your second layer of frosting is nice and smooth. So next, once I let the cake chill in the freezer for about 5 minutes, I went to work on decorating the cake. So my crumb coat is firm to the touch now, and I've made 3 different types of buttercream. So this buttercream that I'm adding right here is just vanilla buttercream, and I added just some dots around the base that are going to be used to kind of begin to shape my ruffle pattern. So I'm just making arches now on top of that white buttercream with my 2 different chocolate buttercreams. And these are actually all made with the same vanilla base. I just added a little bit of cocoa to the light brown buttercream and a lot of baking cocoa to the dark brown buttercream. So I'm just following this pattern all the way around the cake and up the sides. And once I made it to the top edge of the cake, I continued the pattern in towards the center of the cake. So this is a super easy design. It's definitely frosting intensive, so do not do this if you're not a big frosting fan. Again, you could make a chocolate drip cake. You could even do a semi-naked cake. There are so many options. So here's the inside. You can see there is so much swirled chocolatey goodness going on in there with the marbled cake layers and that chocolate buttercream. I actually loved this cake so much I sent a slice of it to my sister, and my brother-in-law was obsessed with it. So I think he can definitely say this recipe is a keeper. Don't forget, it's up on Chelsweets.com. I'd also love to hear what recommendations you have for cakes and what you'd like to see next. So if you have any great ideas, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I'd love to hear them. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you guys again soon.